Hello goblins, it's Chris, Eldritch Pipes. It's an episode of this week's Pipes. Not on my normal day, because it's been an unusual week. But mainly the reason I didn't do the video yesterday is because the electrician was doing work in the bathroom and electrics were being turned off, being turned on. It was all over the shop. So it just couldn't happen yesterday. I'm smoking some RDF. Because I needed to. RDF is, I find, particularly relaxing. So that's where I go if I need to get into a kind of Zen mind frame. Yeah. All right. Before I get started, every time I mention that Tilbury is my favourite pure Virginia, in fact only pure Virginia blend I like, love, but certainly the only one that I smoke. A couple of you mentioned it's probably your favourite pure Virginia blend because it's got burley in it. But I don't know where you cats are getting this information from. Because on the tin, I mean, okay, maybe the tin isn't the be-all and end-all in terms of source of information, but it says a broad-cut, extra mature Virginia. Now maybe they didn't see fit to put burley on the tin, but where does the recipe information come from if not on the tin? I don't know. If there is any burley in there, I can't identify it. Although, I guess burley doesn't have a really distinct flavour. It's more included in blends because it burns slow, doesn't it? It slows the burn, so cools the... makes for a cooler smoke. It's kind of a nutty, earthy thing, isn't it? And it kind of, and also it sort of ups the nicotine level. I think nicotine in burley is stronger than in Virginia for sure. But yeah, so as far as I'm concerned, it's a straight Virginia. You'll have to point me to an information source to convince me otherwise. What else? Oh, like I say, the bathroom is coming along. I would say it's going to be finished now in a day or two. It's painted. Some hardware is in, not a lot of hardware. Just the shower tray, the extraction fan, the aqua walls. So instead of tiling, we've gone for these aqua walls, just huge, like floor to ceiling panels, because I despise grout. Mostly because you have to clean it. And grout always seems to manage to get mouldy. Horrible stuff. Although I have heard rumour that in recent years they've changed grout so that it doesn't do that maybe, but I wasn't willing to risk it. I'm done with grout. Anyway, I think I might be done with tiles as well. understandable to want to wall your bathroom in like glazed tiles because, you know, waterproof and everything. But ours is just like painted in waterproof paint, and we've got the aqua boards. What more do you need? I wasn't able to rub this RDF out as much as I would normally like. It was just a touch on the damp side. I had a niggle it was going to go out. Now, I've got 2.5 pipes to show you. Two pipes that are just finished and have designated homes. And one, I'm in the unusual position of still actually waiting to hear from the customer if they want the pipe. So this pipe might be available. I don't know yet. I might have to do a second little video tomorrow if I hear back from John. He's in the States, so we are operating on different time frames, but different time zones. So, so it's currently not sold, but I'm expecting it to be. I might do a little video tomorrow, depending on what happens. Anyway. Where should we start? Oh, let's start here. We'll start with, it's your favourite, it's my favourite, it's a strawberry. This is one of the Cordovan sandblasts with earth and ivory stem. And it's sandblasted very nicely. You can see the deep straight grey and the ring grain. Just a light blast. There was no reason to go super craggy or anything on this. Sometimes, like when you're going for super craggy, or not that I do super craggy sandblast, but even on a medium blast, you can risk deforming the shape, and then it becomes a question of priorities. Sometimes a shape deformed by sandblasting can be pleasing. It's all down to the particulars of the pipe and how it sandblasts. But I didn't want to deform or risk deforming the strawberry shape. Half saddle stem, as per usual. Cordovan sandblast. Just a single layer of staining. Gives you that sort of like reddish chocolate hue, which is really attractive. And the earth and ivory stem. A strawberry, ladies and gentlemen. It wouldn't be this week's pipes without one. That's going to the collection. This one was available very briefly on Instagram. It is a rusticated prince. With olive Cumberland. I had a little play just with colour here. Now you might be thinking it's dark. Is it black? It's not black. It's not quite that dark. I did a mahogany stain and then did a cordovan. So it's a very deep brown, but it pushes into the red. Rusticated quite heavily. I realise on this screen that the olive kind of just looks yellow, but it is it's darker than this and than it shows on camera, and pushes slightly into the green. We've been watching a lot of Seven Deadly Sins. I don't know how many of you guys have Netflix and are into manga. But the Seven Deadly Sins has been going for a couple of years. There's loads of it. There's 5 seasons. Each season, apart from one season, which only has 4 episodes, the others have got loads. 5 seasons, each one with loads of episodes. Like about 4 or 5 movies in between. Just loads to get through. And now a new series called, what is it called? Knights of Judgment? Something like that. Which is kind of like a tale within the 7 Sins universe, but not the 7 Deadly Sins. Related tales. They're all very humorous. I'm liking humour in my manga at the moment. And so, I've ummed and ahed about showing you this one. I thought if I show it you, and I can't confirm whether it's available yet or not, what will you make of it? You won't know whether to message me or not. So for now, all I'm going to do is tease it. Tease the pipe. I had the idea last weekend. And so I'll tease the name. The name is a razor shell clam. And I'm going to give you a brief look at either side and then hurriedly put it away again so you don't get to see too much. There you go. Razor shell clam. I'll show you in more detail once I learn its fate. Fate one way or the other. Yeah. Okay. So that's it. I think a quite nice short video this week. Next week, it's half term for the boy. So I couldn't neither confirm nor deny whether there'll be an episode next week. It'd be nice if there was, just a little one. Nice to see you all. But we'll see what fate determines. All right. Until next week, or possibly the week after, take it very easy. Your loyal pipe maker.